guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Queen. On this channel I talk about business and I also talk about personal development. So if that's your jam and this is your first time, to definitely subscribe. If you watch all of my other videos, we've talked about income streams and stuff like that. Today we're going to be talking specifically about how to start your own brand, how to start your own business, but it's branded. So unlike starting a boutique where you buy wholesale, you're starting a business that is branded in your own name. So we're going to go through steps, okay, because this is something that you can do. This is something that a lot of big brands do. Okay, so don't feel any type of way about it. It is such a lovely business model, and I think that if you're someone who's looking into starting a business, I would highly recommend starting a branded store. And the way that you can do that is through private labeling. So what private labeling is okay, you find a product that is already manufactured, okay, and you get your supplier to put your logo on it. Now the best way to do this is to find products that are has no trademark, okay, because you don't want to get sued. But before we get to that point, the first thing of course that you're going to do is do your market research. Research what type of product you want to sell, what are some of the opportunities in the market right now. That's some of the ways for you to figure out what product you want to sell. It always starts with that. You don't just want to start a business just because Queen said so. I'm not going to tell you to start selling lashes or to start selling nails or to start selling shoes. I'm not going to tell you none of that. You have to figure out what is the best thing for you to do. So do some research and see what are some of the products that I want to sell. What are some of the products that is interesting? What is hot right now? What are people buying right now? This ties into dropshipping a little bit, ties into Amazon FBA a little bit. A lot of the products or a lot of the stores on Amazon selling you products, they're all branded private label stores. And the reason why I know that is because I'm in an industry and I know this stuff, right? That's why you would see that there are several variations of the same products by different companies, and that's what private labeling is. Anyway, so once you found your products that you want to sell, the next thing for you guys to do is to go through all of the legal process of setting up your business structure. So how do you want to operate your business? Do you want to be a sole proprietorship? Do you want to be a partnership? Do you have a friend that you trust, or your sister or your family member that you guys want to start a business together? That's the next step for you guys to figure out what is the structure of our business. How do we want to operate this? Or do you want to be a corporation? I always would recommend that if you're just starting out and you're just trying to see how it goes, always start as a sole proprietorship or a partnership. I would only recommend a partnership if you have someone that you trust and you guys have the same goals. I personally don't know how to run a partnership. I'm not that person, okay? So that's the next step for you guys. Once you've decided that, of course, you're going to go ahead and register your business name. You're going to get if you live in Canada, you're going to get your GST number, business number, HST number, PST, all of that fun stuff. All of those numbers, you're going to get it. You're going to get all of the licenses that you need. If you're an online store, you do need a license to do business as well. It's just what it is. Your city requires you to have some type of license. Anyway, once you have all of that lovely stuff set up, now you're going to find a supplier. Now most of the suppliers that most people work with are in China. And where do you find them? You find them on Alibaba. When you go on Alibaba, search up what the products that you've chosen interesting that you want to sell. For instance, I'm going to say you want to start selling waist trainers, okay, for instance. So you're going to go on Alibaba and you're going to search up all of the suppliers on there. You want to make sure that you're careful though, because quality is important. You don't want to put your logo, don't want to put your brand on something that is crap. You don't want to start a business that way. So the next step for you is to talk to the suppliers, ask them questions. You know, what is your production capacity? How long is it going to take? What are some of the options that you have? I would highly recommend ordering samples, a lot of samples. If I must say, if you're only selling one product, to just order that one sample. If you're going to sell maybe a variation of the same product, order the sample. The sample is typically going to be more expensive than when you buy it in bulk. So you're going to order the sample, you're going to test it out, you're going to try it out, you're going to put it on, make sure that it does what you want it to do, how you want to market it. You want to make sure that the quality is on point. Let me tell you guys something. Everything comes from China, okay? Honestly, when people make it seem like, oh my gosh, don't use those Chinese suppliers, sis, they're just trying to hold the bag from you, okay? Everything comes from China, a lot of things. They are amazing manufacturers out there. You know, they have all of these lovely products, and you know, if you know how to work with them, you're going to get the best out of that relationship. Let me tell you the truth. You see, one product can have 5 different quality variation. That's how it works. They'll work with you based on the budget that you want. You see the same waist trainer or the same jewelry or the same bag that you see, and you're like, oh yeah, why is this supplier selling it for $2 and you're selling it for $10? Listen, the person selling it for $2 is telling you the same image of the product, but the quality is different. Okay, and that's why it's important for you guys to buy the samples. All right, make sure you take your time, go through the process of vetting each supplier, vetting each of the products that you're willing to carry in your store. So like I said, order a sample. Once you get your sample, you go through it, you look at it, you make sure you try it on, you use it for like a week and so, just to see how it holds up. Once you decided that yes, I love this product, this is what I want to have, you're going to go back to your supplier and then you're going to negotiate with them and say, you know what, I want to put my logo on this. This is something that they do. This is something they would even tell you. This is something you'll see on the website. You want to put your logo on this. Now, the next step is to figure out what is the quantity of products that you want to buy. Typically, for you to be able to put your logo on the product, the supplier would have a minimum quantity anyway. So you're going to ask them, what is your MOQ? Minimum order quantity requirement. How many pieces do I need to order for me to be able to put my logo on this product? So they're going to tell you, and once you've done that, you want to make sure that you send them a good logo, okay? And once you send them a good logo, you want to make sure they send you an image of what that logo would look like on your product, okay? You want to make sure that they have everything correctly, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're putting your name on this product. You want to make sure that it comes out amazing. So the next step is, like I said, give them your logo. Typically the way it works is you're going to get charged, all right, for depending on the supplier you choose to work with, and depending on their rules and regulation in their company, some of them will charge you per item for logo. So it might be like 50 cents extra per item for you to put your logo on it, and then they're going to charge you a one-time fee as well for them to make the plate for your logo. I hope that makes sense. Just in case you're talking to your supplier and they're telling you all of this information, just know that they're not lying to you, okay? This is how it works. So next step, you put your logo on the product. They're going to go ahead and they're going to make the product. Now here's a tip for you guys. When you want to pay your supplier, I would never pay my supplier 100%. I always pay them 50%. So if my once we've gone back and forth, we've decided on how we want to make it, I've given you my logo, you've sent me some mock-up of what it would look like, you know, I have the wordings right, you have the position right, you have everything right, everything is on point. You want to make sure that when you pay them, you only pay them on Alibaba. Don't pay anyone via PayPal. Don't do that. Don't do that, sis. Make sure you only pay them on Alibaba, and I would always say draft me an order, and I'm only going to pay 50%. I'm only going to pay the rest of the money once I see a photo and a video of my products, okay? Close up to make sure you got it right. That's what I want to see before I pay the balance, and then they're going to ship your products to you. That's pretty much how it works. Now, Shipping is usually I usually do express shipping. To be fair, I'm not going to recommend sea shipping. The reason being, shipping by sea takes a long time. And overall it is not as cheap as it seems, because once your product arrives at the port in your location, now please bear in mind that not every city has a seaport. Okay, so if your product arrives at, if you have a port in your city, lucky you, amazing, you know, you're going to pay for customs, you're going to do all of this fun stuff. But if your city doesn't have a port, you're going to have to pay additional money to have it sent down to you. Why do you want to do that when you can just pay for express? And as well, aside from that, once it arrives, there are several other port charges that you're probably going to have to pay as well upon arrival. This is something your supplier is not going to tell you, but this is facts. Okay, so once your product is shipped out, once your product is produced and they send you the pictures or videos, and you see and you know that you're okay with this, pay them their balance and they're going to ship out your product. Like I said, I typically do express. Now once you receive your product, I know that you might be tempted to use that mock-up that your supplier made or some picture on their website. I would highly recommend that you take your own product photos, regardless of what it is. If it's whatever it is, take your own product photos, because you don't want to use the generic pictures, because that's what everyone uses. That's what everyone who probably sells the same thing as you uses. I want to give you a free tip. Okay, you see, if you go into the waist trainer business, so you start selling waist trainers, all of those big brands that you see, not one of them is, I feel like I'm saying this as if I'm 100% sure, but I can tell you that most of them are doing private labeling. They're not manufacturing anything. They're not. I'm just saying, personal opinion, and it's the truth. You know, you can also start your own business, like all of these big brands, all of these you know, big fitness brands and whatnot. Most of them are private labeling, and you can do it as well. And once you get your products, go through your product photography. Once you've done that, set up your website, set up your social media handles, you know, and start promoting your products. It's as simple as that, you know. The whole process of what I just said can take some time, because it does take time for them to put your logo on the product. It takes time when you guys go back and forth. It takes time for you to decide what products you want to sell. It takes time for you to build your store. It takes time to do all of these things. So the process might take a couple of months, but the gist of it is what I've just said. Obviously there might be a few other things that, you know, you might need additional help with. We all do. But this is the overall general idea of how to start your own branded product or branded online store. And the rest of the work is around promoting your store, you know, acquiring that customer base, you know, putting that active work in letting people know about your business. I always say that it's pointless to have a fantastic product that nobody knows about. You know, you have to be open and able to promote your business using social media, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, you know, all of this fun stuff. And if you don't want to do that and you have a lot of money to spare, Facebook marketing. It's so easy. You just type a bunch of things into the Facebook Ads Manager and it goes live, and they promote your business on your behalf on their platform, and you get your orders. So there's that option for you guys as well. So anyway, I hope you found this video beneficial. If you have questions, put it in the comment section. I will do my best to answer your questions. I will do my best to give you some guidelines if you want. Again, if this is completely new to you, and this is going to be a lot of information, I feel like when I talk about it, it's so simple in my head because I've done this multiple times, that I feel like, oh wait, it's so simple. But I remember when I had no clue what I was doing and how it was so hard for me to put everything together, piece everything together. I have taken the risk for you guys. And side note, if you're looking for a vendor, I have a vendor list. I'm going to put it in my description. Go check it out. Go, it's free. Okay, you can go download the vendor list. You can see some of the vendors that you can work with and start your business with. Okay, so anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to this channel, because we're going to be giving you guys all the tea on how you can make more money, and I'm gonna make more money next year, and how we are all gonna make a lot of money next year. Well, in 2022, you guys are probably going to see this video this year. Oh my gosh, you guys are probably going to see this video next year, which is 2022. I filmed this last year, which is 2021. But anyway guys, I hope to see you guys in another video where I share with you guys more value, and on to the next. Bye guys.